All right, hello and welcome. My name is Shauna, and this is our Fit Essentials intermediate level class. We got some nice bright sunshine to work from today. If you're wearing the Bloodflow bands, we have them on, but no air yet. So after we get through our first part of our warm up, we'll go ahead and add air for the main part. Let's go ahead. We got most of you starting standing, so let's go ahead and come on up to standing. Get a little bit of blood flow going. And then we're gonna make our way down, warm up our wrists today. Good. So standing up nice and tall, we're going to breathe in, reach your arms high to overhead, soft bend those knees, and we're going to do our little snow globe toe touch stretch here. We're going to roll through. Imagine you're in that snow globe. You're just trying to stretch your body through that perimeter. And go 3 times each way, just nice and smooth. Reaching out, bowing down, engage those glutes as you come up to overhead, looking up ahead of you, or above you rather, and then we'll take it the other way. Great time to tune into the breathing as well. See if you can breathe in and out your nose as you flow through here. Go ahead and balance out that 3rd time. And shake it out there. Fantastic. Next, we're going to make our way down to a kneeling position. On down, standing tall. We're going to start to roll those wrists around. If you can sit back on your heels, go ahead and sit straight back. Get a nice stretch for the ankles and the shins. Good. Turn the wrists the other way. Make sure those shoulders are down out of the ear. Sometimes we tend to shrug up there. Very good. And then inverted prayer. Back of the hands together. Elbows and shoulders draw down. Go ahead and close the eyes and breathe 3 times. In and out the nose. Very good. From here, we're going to make our way to all 4s. And as we come into a quadruped, you're going to turn the palms down, rotate the hands in towards you. And just gently go ahead and lean back, draw your chin to the chest, and then a little bit different hand position, but think about your cat-cow breathing, where as you breathe in, you're going to lift up between those shoulder blades, draw your chin in gently, and then as you breathe out, you'll look up and forward. Let's go 3 times here while you stretch those forearms. Breathing in. Gently lift up, chin to the chest. Breathing out. Up and forward. Fantastic. Last one. And shake it out from there. Excellent. Back to that kneeling position. And we'll just shake them out. Very good. Quick little side stretch or tricep stretch if you can stay here from kneeling. Raise the one arm up. Bending that elbow, reach around, grab that elbow and pull it on back. If you're comfortable to add a little bit of a side bend, just tilt your body away from the side you're stretching. In, breathing out as you sink into it. Very good. And then same thing, other side. Raise it up, bend that elbow, reach around, and bend to the side here. Very good. Once you get those 3 in there, wide hand front, we're going to come into the top of a push-up. And we're going to do some slow motion mountain climbers to get our hips warm. So imagine you're at the top of a push-up, and let's start with your left leg. You're going to take a big step forward. Let's go back out of the shadow. Try to get that left foot by the left hand as much as you can, shin vertical, and then just sink gently into the hips, giving your body a little side-to-side rock. Good, and then turn that side to side into some circular patterns, 2 to 3 times each way. Circle the other way. Fantastic. Good. Go ahead and take your right knee down to the mat. We're going to come to the top of the lunge. Interlace the hands, breathe in, stretch up nice and tall, and then get a nice shift into that back hip. There you go. Good. Left foot firmly planted. And now instead of a side bend, you're going to grab your right wrist and rotate your torso towards that left leg. Squeeze the tush on that right hip. Really invite that outer front of the hip to open and lengthen. And shake it out. Fantastic. In between sides, we're going to go into a down dog. So place the hands down, step the foot back, lift those hips up, and then gently pulse that head between the arms, breathing in as you rock forward, breathing out as you rock back. And then go ahead and pedal out the heels, stretching out those calves. Very good. Once you get those calves good and stretched, now we're going to take the right leg. Same thing, that long step forward, like you're coming into an exaggerated mountain climber. Hands down, lifting up into those hips. And we start with that side to side rock. Looks good. From the side to side to those circular patterns. So going around the other way. Very good. Then when you're ready, the left knee comes down, coming to that top of the lunge. With the right leg forward. Breathe in, reach up. Focusing on that shift of the hip. And now you're going to grab the left wrist and not side bend, we're going to rotate. Eyes up, chest tall. Turn your body towards that front leg. As you rotate, squeezing that hip on your left side, engage that glute. One more breath here. And release. Fantastic. All right, friends, let's inchworm our way up to standing. Nice wide hand, kind of back into that down dog position. And then you're to slowly walk the feet towards the hands, walk the hands towards the feet. And then we'll take our time coming out of that forward fold. Wonderful. When you get up to standing, we're going to go ahead and add air. Those of you that might not have bands, you can circle through the hips, you can side stretch, anything that your body might be asking for. And we're going to get some air into the bands. Also a good time to grab a drink of water. Good. There we got it. All right. Go ahead and finish adding your air, and now we're going to move into our quad stretch next. Fantastic. All right, friends. So we're going to get everybody together here. We're still waiting for a couple more people. So let's go ahead and we'll work that side stretch flow before we go into our quad stretch. So we're going to bring one hand to the opposite thigh, other hand reaches up to overhead. Go ahead and peer up to that hand. And then you'll breathe in and switching sides, breathing out, stretch up, peer up, stretching out that side body. Beautiful. We're going to go 3 times each way. Up and lengthen, chin in, rotate through the head and neck. Over and switch. Really reach that top arm over the head. Feel the stretch coming up out of the hip on that side and balance yourself out side to side. Very good. Awesome job. All right, little side steps, arm swing, and then we'll get ready for that quad stretch. So work your balance as much as you feel comfortable. Otherwise, stand by a wall. Standing tall, draw the shoulders back. Grab the one foot, and then we're looking to pull that heel towards the glutes. If you want to add that forward reach, you can bow forward, making sure this hip doesn't lift up. So keep the hips and shoulders square, gripping the toe down. Really nice, good focus. And 3, 2, 1, come on up, shake it out. And we'll get ready for the same thing on that opposite leg, anchor down, lifting up. Grabbing that foot. Option to add that forward reach or just holding it standing tall. Good job. 10 more seconds. And those of you on that forward fold, come on up, shake out the feet. We're going to get ready for a little strength circuit. We're going to have some dumbbell rows. Starting us off in between arms, we're going to warm up our squatting with a little bit of option of that overhead reach. And then we'll be going to that dumbbell row on the other side and then ending the circuit with some blood flow. We're going to go 3 times total. So on round 1, I'm going to keep the weights of the squat. I'm going to keep the squats unweighted is what I was looking to say. And then we'll add some weight on the later rounds. So light to moderate weight that you want to use for your dumbbell row. We're going to start in your left arm. So you're going to stagger the feet, step your right foot forward, draw the stomach in, long spine as you come on down and in. And then when you're ready, elbow nice and high. Breathing in on the forward reach, breathing out as you draw that elbow up. You can breathe in the nose and out the mouth here. Nice long neck position. And working that mid-back strength, as well as the midline. I love the dumbbell row. Gives us lots of benefits for the body. Excellent. You have that little pause at the top, pulling that elbow as high as you can. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set it down. In between arms, we're going to go into our squatting warm-up. So set the feet, gentle toe out. And then when you're ready, we'll start to sink back. Arms reach out to begin. Very good. We're going to go 2 to 3 just like that. And straight out. Awesome. And then if you want to add the overhead reach, we're going to go thumbs to the shoulders, push those elbows high as I squat down, and then raise either one or both arms overhead as I stand tall. Excellent. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Down and stand. You got to really watch. Sometimes if you're stiff in that mid-back, you'll want to go into that sway back posture. So ribs down, squeeze the glutes, and shake it out there. Excellent. Dumbbell row, getting ready for your right arm. So you're going to step your left foot forward, right foot back. Draw that stomach in. Support that spine. And then when you're ready, here we go. 30 seconds on the right arm. I'm going to center your head, chin in, looking down towards that front foot. Very good. Squeeze that shoulder blade in towards the spine. You want to imagine yourself with that nice tall posture, standing with confidence. Good job, friends. 1 or 2 more. Up and squeeze. And take a rest. Very good. Make sure you have a clear space. We're going to get some blood flow going next for the body. So standing tall. When you're ready, we'll start with some step jacks. You know your body and want to move quickly into a jump jack, you're welcome to it. I'm going to save it for the later rounds. Nice. All right, from the stepper jump jacks, taking it into that crossbody punch with those nice high knees. There you go, good. Not to be too serious with it. Try to move your body, have some fun. If you have some good music going on your end, maybe you want to dance instead. And next, we're going to do our side shuffle. So not the crossover yet, just stepping to the side. If you want to add a quicker little bounce to it, you can. That flow. Nice. Good. Working those lateral movements, side to side. Almost there. And take a rest. Nice job. Let's grab a drink of water. And then we're going to do that twice more. Starting back with the dumbbell row on the left. And then on the second and third sets here, I'm going to be holding some weights for the squat. So make the choice on what's best for you. All right. Right foot forward, left foot back, draw the stomach in. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Round 2. That single arm. Good strong strength, that shoulder blade position. Stronger the better our posture, the less prone we're going to be to having chronic pain, especially in the upper body, neck and shoulders area. Last one, and take the rest. Great job. Remember, we're going to squat in between arms. So set the legs. I'm going to use that same weight, but I'm going to hold it by each end of the dumbbell. Eyes up and forward. And then when you're ready, coming into that squat, you can either just go up and down, or if you want to add that thruster, you'll take it up to that overhead reach. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. Still meant to be a little bit more of a warm-up effort here. We got a big third circuit coming up. Calling our warm-up the first circuit. Let's make it more of the second. Nice job, friends. One more time. Down, up, and take a rest. Good job. We're getting ready for that dumbbell row. Now on your right arm. The feet, so you'll have your left foot forward. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Breathing out as you draw that elbow up, breathing in as you reach down and forward. Halfway through. Nice job. Maybe a 1 or 2 more. Up, down, and take the rest. Nice work. From that second dumbbell row, we're going to stand it up and get ready for our blood flow work. So starting off with those step or jump jacks. Good. If you're ready for some jumping, just nice and light through the feet. Try to touch those index fingers in front of the body and then up to overhead. Awesome. Tearing it into either the march, or if you want to keep that heart rate up, you can go running high knee. Driving the arms, shoulder back and down. Excellent. Eyes up and forward. Really nice. Getting ready to finish with that lateral work. You felt strong on the shuffle. You can turn it into a grapevine this time. Cross in front, cross behind. When you get to the one side, step it on down, reach for the ground. Cross in front, kind of like a little curtsy step. One foot crosses behind, reach the hand towards the opposite foot. Excellent. Movement through the torso. And 3, 2, 1. Taking a rest there. Excellent job. Just under 30 seconds. We'll be into our third and final set with the circuit. Feel free to grab a drink. On this last round, we're going to start to warm up our burpee on the blood flow piece. So we'll kind of talk it through it when we get there. But first, left arm, dumbbell row. Right foot forward, left foot back. The kilts here. And on round 3, keep your breathing the same as all the others. In on the forward reach, out when you're doing that exertion of pulling that elbow high. And pausing there. Great job. Back to the squats in between arms. Choice to hold that weight. Slight toe out. And when you're ready, moving into those squats. Sinking back. Standing tall. Good. A little bit delay there. I wasn't sure if I was frozen, if you all were frozen, but we're all together now. Good job, crew. Watch that sway back posture. Squeeze the glutes. Try to tuck the front of your ribs down and in as you go to that overhead reach. Beautiful. One more time. And transition. Awesome job. Finishing out with the dumbbell rows. Now on the right arm. Step out the feet. Long spine. And 2, 1. Here we go. Breathing in as you reach forward. Breathing out as you draw up. Check in with your head and neck. Sometimes we start to lose that head forward. So think about just gently engaging the front of the neck. You try to hold that neck neutral with the rest of your spine. Excellent. 3, 2, 1, and set your weight aside. And as mentioned, now we're going to warm up for that burpee. So you're going to come to the top of the push-up, step the feet back, midline nice and strong, and then we're either going to step or hop to the feet. We're going to recommend starting with a step. So back down, feet step back, just like that mountain climber in the beginning. Big step up, engage those glutes, standing tall. Back, step up, and stand. Good job. What we don't want to see on this burpee is kind of shooting those knees forward, kind of coming up onto those toes, dropping the hips down. Instead, you want to imagine you have a little harness around your hips, and they're lifting your hips high as you float or step to the feet. Great job. Let's go 1 or 2 more. And when you're ready, take a pause. All right, friends. Take a breather. We're going to be transitioning movements now, changing circuits. We're going to go into some lunging, a Renegade Row, thrusters, and then ending with burpees. We're going to be working for 2.5 minutes. Then we're going to have reps to work with. So on the lunge on round 1, I'm going to go unweighted. We're going to go 8 on each leg. Then we're going to go into a Renegade Row, coming down into the top of the push-up. And you're going to go 6 on each arm, looking to alternate arms. So we go 16 total, then 12 total. Working down by 4s. Then we're going to go 8 thrusters. And then in remaining time, you'll do your burpees. You're going to have a minute rest in between rounds. So again, it's 16, 12, 8 burpees in remaining time. And we're going to go unweighted on the first set of lunges. We're going to have a minute rest, catch our breath, shake it out in between rounds. And what I really recommend is pace yourself a little bit so that you can have the goal to get a little bit more of the reps on the burpees each round. Any questions? All right, let's go ahead and we're going to start with that lunge here in about 15 seconds. So alternating legs. All right, starting with your eyes up and forward, toes pointing forward. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. 8 on each side, lightly touch the knee, up and stand tall. Good. Lean in, keeping that front shin nice and vertical, driving into the heel. Beautiful. But if you're keeping pace with me, that's 4 on each side. And making sure you keep that chest nice and tall. Notice here, if we're not holding weight, I reach those arms up and forward, very similar to when we're working those squats. All right, that's 8 on each side. And now we go into that Renegade Row. So coming down to the push-up position. You can also be on your knees or an elevated position as you need. Feet a little bit wider. And then when you're ready, we're going to go 12 total, 6 on each side. Remember to spread the palm of the hand out nice and wide. Similar to that single arm row, but now we add the complexity of the plank to it. After we get a total of 12 here, we're going to stand it up. You get there before us, no problem. We have 8 of those thrusters like we did on the first set. So after you finish your Renegade rows, coming up to standing, and we'll go 8 times here. Have the feet set, breathing in as you sit down or sit back, not literally down, breathing out as you stand tall. 8 times here, and then we start the burpees. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, just a little bit over 30 seconds until we have our minute break. So remember to pace yourself, stepping through, squeeze the glutes, standing tall. Nice work. You're going to be moving at a pace that you know you can either sustain or ideally get a little bit faster later on. Excellent. Try to have each rep look like the other, minus if you're stepping, shaking turns on which foot steps up and back. Good job. Finish that rep and take your rest. Great job. So in between sets, either walk it around, kind of base it on how you feel like you need to recover. If you can do some stretching with me while you're recovering, we're going to do that behind the back stretch. Squeeze the glute, extend the arms, lift them up. And I'm not going to add the forward fold just yet. If you want to, you can. Instead, I'm just going to gently rotate my body side to side. Fantastic. All right, just under 30 seconds till we start that second set. You know your body. If you want to hold weights on the lunges, go ahead. I'm going to hold one up in front of my chin. You could also be holding one in each hand at the sides of your body. Starting in 10. Once again, our number is 16 or 8 on each leg. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Strong mechanics over speed. Just lightly touch that knee. Excellent. Good. Either reaching the arms up and forward or pushing those elbows up and forward. By all means, if you need to change the reps, make that call for your body. I think this is the 8th one. Renegade rows are next. So when you're ready, either the same or different weight, coming right down to the top of that push-up. And then now we go into our set of 12, 6 each side. Your focus is to hold the hips as level as you can. Flex the glute, engage those thighs. And do your best on the numbers. I know I get a little lost sometimes. Coaching and counting aren't always my strength. You're going to go from the Renegade row to 8 reps of that thruster. So after about 6 on each side, coming up to standing. Option to hold that weight. And we're going 8 times here. Good. Nice job. Push those knees wide. And fantastic. From there, into those burpees. Either continue the step, or if you want to add a little hop up and down. 30 seconds left. Great job, friends. Moving well. This is our second to last set. We're going to be doing this a total of 3 times today. So save a little bit for that last round. 10 seconds now. Awesome. And 2, 1, take your rest. Nice work. All right, those of you wearing the bands, we're going to take them off for this last round, or let the air out, your choice. And then with the bands off, knowing your body, if you have a little bit heavier weight, I'm going to hold 2 weights on my dumbbell thrusters and keep everything else the same. So when I say 2 weights, now I'm simply going to have 1 in each hand when I get ready for those thrusters. I'm still going to keep that single weight for the lunge and the Renegade row. All right, take a few more deep breaths. We've got 15 seconds until we start that 3rd and final round. If you're a little fatigued today, just stay steady. If you're well recovered, this is your round. You can push yourself. All right, if you're going to hold a weight for those lunges, go ahead and pick it up. Eyes up and forward. And begin. 8 per leg. Excellent. Good rhythm, Kathy. It's that balance of finding speed, but still quality of movement. Awesome. 8 on each side, and we're going back to the ground for those Renegade rows. This is 8. Taking it down, we've got a set of 12 here, 6 per side. Squeeze the glutes, everything nice and level. And then really key, especially anyone that's a little bit more delicate through the wrist, wide handprint. Allow that hand to activate. The arches of the hand will help take the load off the wrist. Nice. Maybe 2 more on each side. 8 reps of the thruster coming up next. Standing it up. Set those feet for the squat. Heaviest weight you feel confident with now. Breathing in as you sink into that squat. Breathing out as you stand tall. Got just under a minute to work. Beautiful, good, eyes up and forward. And breathing out, almost there. Once you finish your 8, we have just over 30 seconds left to get as many burpees as you can. So remember those mechanics. Imagine that harness, lifting those hips nice and high, trying to float up to your feet, engage those glutes as you pull your torso all the way up. Awesome. "15 seconds now. Pull down stretch is next. There you go, 5 seconds. Try to work all the way till the end. And time. Woo! Nice work, friends. Walk it out. Let's grab a drink and then we'll get into our cool down stretch. All right. So first stretch we're going to do is from standing. We're going to stretch out your lats and really the whole lateral line of your body. So if you have a door frame, edge of a table, side of a chair that you can anchor onto, you're going to turn the palm away, thumb down, grab on. If it's your right arm grabbing on, step your right leg back, and then just gently kind of cross the leg behind your left. Turn the screen a little bit. Yep. And then looking under that arm. So I got my right hand here, right foot steps back, crosses beyond the left, and then left arm reaches under. And you might feel this in your lat and your obliques, the side of your hip, all the way down that lateral line of your body. Let's breathe a few more times here. Very good. When you're ready, coming up and out of that. Stand it up in between sides. Let's circle through those hips, and then we'll balance out the other side. Very good. Loosen those hips up the other way. Make sure you're not holding any tension after that workout. And then let's get that lat stretch on the left. So again, thumb of the left hand down. I'm going to grab onto my door frame. I'm going to first walk my hips back, bow my head down, and then the left leg's going to step back and cross over beyond the right leg. Reach that right arm underneath that left arm, turn the head like you're trying to look underneath your left shoulder, and breathing here. Couple more. And come on up out of that. Fantastic. All right, friends, we're going to finish with our cool down stretch that includes the down dog with the hip extension into the pigeon stretch. So if you have trouble with that pigeon position, you can bring a yoga block, a pillow, anything that will give you a little relief there. Otherwise, standing at the edge of your mat, go ahead and take it into a little bit of a forward fold, sliding those hands down, bowing the head down, and then ever so gently, you walk your body out. Before we jump into that flow, we're going to lie on our stomachs for a few press-ups. Lie all the way down, legs together, engage the glutes, hands underneath those shoulders, and then imagine a long spine as you lift the front of the body off the ground. Draw those shoulders back and down. Good. Breathing in, lower back down. Breathing out, fire the glutes, lengthen that front of the body, lift the head and neck as well. If you're looking up towards the ceiling, avoid any pinching that low back. If you do get a little pinch, stay below that. And in the event that this is not a good stretch for your body, then listen to that. We're going to go into child stretch next. Alrighty. So coming up, we'll take a brief little break here in child stretch. Stretch the back the other way. Toes together, knees divide. Sink those hips back, bow the head down. And once again, sending your airflow into lateral aspects of that rib cage. Very good. And then let's make our way into our first part of the down dog. So place the hands just underneath those shoulders, turn the toes under. We're going to focus on that down dog pulse. Open up that mid back on this first one. Rocking forward, rocking back. Draw the chin to the chest. Looking between your thighs. Good. Then when you're ready, we're going to start with the left leg. We're going to go 5 times on this hip extension. So you're going to breathe in, draw the knee towards that left elbow, and then breathe out. Extend that leg back nice and long, really driving through those arms. Breathing in, draw it forward. Breathing out, extend back. And take your time in that back position, really lengthening through the body. As mentioned, a total of 5 times. Here's my third. 4. After your 5th one, when the leg comes forward, now we'll take it into pigeon. Square the shin to the shoulders. This is where if you need your block, you bring it right down in front. And you can take it on nice and low. Just make sure you don't drop into that hip. Breathing here, allow that body to relax. If you're one that wants to go deeper into this stretch, we can turn it into, heard it called the ultimate stretch. You're going to take your right hand, grab the right foot, add a quad stretch to it. Now watch the tendency with that left shoulder. Lengthen through the neck, draw that left arm down, shoulder down. Good, 10 more seconds here. You don't want stretching to be painful, just kind of work the edge of your flexibility. And when you're ready, if you're holding that back foot, release. Sitting onto your left hip or taking it into that seated twist. Rolling that right leg around. You can start with that glute stretch, just hugging the leg in. And then you know your body. You want to reach the right arm around, crawl the hand around, use that left elbow under your right thigh. Shoulders down out of the ear, then turn your head, trying to look over that right shoulder. One more breaths here. Stay long to that spine. And then when you're ready, go ahead and unwind. We're going to make our way back into down dog for that opposite side. This time, as we come up into down dog, we're going to give some attention to the calves. Make sure we get a good stretch for those calves. So spread out the hands, lift those hips, still give a little bit of opening through that chest, and then really pedal out one heel and the other. Trying to touch that heel down to the ground. Fantastic. And then we're going to get ready for the right leg this time. Remember, we have those 5 reps of drawing that right knee towards the right elbow and really extending through that leg, pointing the toe, raising that leg high towards the sky, breathing in as you draw forward, breathing out, extend long. Really holding strong with that left leg as you reach that right leg up. Give that length to the back of the body. Sync it up with your breathing. This is my 5th one. And then when I come back forward, back into that pigeon position. Balancing out the other side. Nice work. Slowly lowering into that hip. You did the ultimate stretch on that right leg. Well, now come up and add it on the left leg, bending that left knee, grabbing the foot, drawing that shoulder back and down. Go another 15 seconds here. Very good. If you need any longer in any position, please take it. You've been in that ultimate stretch for a while. Go to release that foot. We're sitting onto the hips and then moving into that seated twist. Spending a little time in that glute stretch first, hugging the leg in. Working that elbow onto the opposite thigh, crawling the other hand around, lengthening through that spine, turning the head and neck. In through the nose, out through the nose if you're comfortable to do so at this point in the session. Couple more breaths here, and then we'll make our way out of this twist. Fantastic. Go ahead and release those arms and legs. Beautiful. Then we're going to come into seated and do our final breaths together. So sitting right up on your sit bones. And take a moment, bring your hands together in front of the heart. Go ahead and breathe in, raising your arms up to overhead. And breathe out. Just circle those arms back and down. Beautiful. Couple more. Breathing in. Really breathe deep, lift up tall. Send that love out. Fantastic. Give yourself some acknowledgement today for showing up for your body. Express some gratitude for all the beautiful things your body is able to do for you. Fantastic. All right, friends. Thanks so much for moving with me today. And we'll look forward to moving with you next week. We're going to be here Monday and Wednesday next week as we celebrate that Thanksgiving holiday on Thursday.